You're a monster, Ray.
Alright, Area 2 is Primus Castle. Rock and roll.
Rock and roll!
Oh look, more combines.
And they have the princess. Oh no.
Looks like,
Combine
well,
has
looks
the
like this princess is going to be in this castle and not another castle.
You've been waiting to make that joke.
I have yet to make a your princess in another castle joke in all of my LPs. I'm the big fucking Mario fan.
I did.
I'm the big fucking Mario fan, and that has surpassed me so many times. Not this time! Totally Indiana Jones.
I mean, I made it in Persona 4, so... So yeah, now that we're in a different video, it's Final Fantasy time. This is gonna be the great big Final Fantasy discussion. You may want to disable the comments for this video.
Alright, allow me to start then. Final Fantasy IX is the best. End of discussion.
I disagree. I like 10 the best. I do, honestly. But I was just gonna go in order, and just talk about good stuff, bad stuff about all of them. Have you played any of the originals, or?
I haven't played anything past 4-4.
4-4. So you didn't play Dawn of Souls for the GBA? Okay.
So these weird things. And poison gas! I look the combats.
Well, the first Final Fantasy is a cool bro. Because it's an NES game, there's really only so much you can talk about it. But I mean, it started everything. It was a cool bro. I've seen a bunch of challenge videos.
Giant enemy door!
Oh yeah, door face. That's pretty terrifying, actually.
At you. This thing.
Like the Chrono Cross enemy.
Yeah! Got some points as those are 5.
But yeah, I've seen some really annoying challenge runs of the first Final Fantasy where like all white mages, which is ridiculous because white mages die really fast. Final Fantasy 2. Final Fantasy 2 is actually fairly story based, and it's pretty okay. I've only played so much of it, I never actually beat it.
Get the high ground when you kill this thing, because its tail will explode.
Also, you kill Anakin, but lol joke. Final Fantasy 3. You didn't play the Final Fantasy 3 DS remake, I presume? Okay. It's a cool, bruh. It's another one that I haven't beaten, but I played. It's actually somewhat difficult. But it's pretty cool. I'm not the biggest fan of the job system in the mainstream Final Fantasy games, and like anything outside of tactics. I'm not a fan of the job system. This is gonna affect my opinion of a lot of Final Fantasy games, and 3 included. I'm not that big of a fan of it. So Final Fantasy 4 is a cool bro.
Final Fantasy 4 is awesome.
I like Kain. Kain's awesome. I think he's probably my favorite character.
Kain got awesome when he started being voiced by Liam O'Brien.
Well, that was later. I'm actually not a fan of Liam O'Brien, Kain, but I never imagined him sounding like that. I always imagined him being like thundering and manly, and not that Liam O'Brien isn't manly, but more directly manly.
I think that's actually a really damn sounding voice for him. So kudos.
Yeah, I wasn't too crazy for it, but the game, I like the game. I like Rydia.
Rydia is amazing.
Rydia is amazing.
Anyone who disagrees, right now, get off this video. We're no longer allowed to watch. I have deemed it so. Kick this bomb in here.
You wait. There's gonna be somebody in the comment section who's gonna be like, I actually don't like Rydia. And to that person, after you make that comment, Ray is going to ban you.
I will fucking ban you on sight. Actually, no, I won't. Just kidding. I love you guys. Just throw it away.
I was about to say, because now somebody is gonna do it, but Final Fantasy V is also okay. Again, I don't like the job system in mainstream Final Fantasy games. And again, I'm not crazy for Final Fantasy V. The reason I don't like it is because you can not screw yourself, but you can waste a lot of time putting effort and job points into classes that suck and not know until it's too late. Whereas you could have, gotten the super awesome class if you did this in half the time, and you wouldn't know all that stuff unless you're playing with a guide, which is stuff that I don't like to do. Yeah, so it's kind of that concept. Yeah, it's kind of like that concept that, like, okay, I could be wasting my time, regardless of what I'm doing. And I mean, that's, I guess, still kind of true in the tactics games, but it's not as prolonged or as excessive to me because every class has some form of usefulness, more so than in the mainstream games. So yeah, but I do like 5 a little bit. I like some of the characterizations and the aspects, stuff like that.
And whatever the class that uses the spell blade, I can't remember off the top of my head. I think it was like Mystic Knight originally or something. I don't know. Yeah,
something like that. I was about to say, I'm pretty sure Spellblade wasn't around until like Tactics A2.
Spellblade is awesome. Straight up, Spellblade is awesome.
I wasn't crazy about it in that game, but I didn't really like Tactics A2, so like Tactics A2 was my Tactics A. Like I didn't know that it wasn't cool to like Tactics Advance until it was too late. So yeah, because I love Tactics Advance more so than the original Tactics actually.
Oh god.
I know I'm a heretic, but yeah, but then I play Tactics A2 and it's like this is not that fun to me. This is Tactics Advance, like with every single plot element from Tactics Advance with like duct tape over it and Sharpie with like a new name written over everything. So it's not Ritz anymore, it's Adele. Anyways, Final Fantasy VI. Which, from Makeshift Maker jokes, that we kept making Final Fantasy VI jokes, obviously, I do like Final Fantasy VI.
I think, I'm gonna be honest and say Final Fantasy VI is alright. Anyway, we're on the bomber jet again. Because this is kind of a douche, but yeah. I'm gonna say Final Fantasy VI is alright. It's not the greatest game ever. Not for me. No.
I mean, it's not my favorite. It's the best of the original. Like before, it's the best pre-7. Nintendo. It's probably my favorite. I like some of the gameplay mechanic changes better from 6, and I like Terra. Terra's
Terra's
cool.
a fucking Mary Sue.
It's not really.
No,
I
she
disagree.
is. She is, bro. She's got the tragic past, she's got the superpowers. She's a fucking half-breed.
Yeah, but she's tragic, yeah. I don't think she's Mary Sue. I disagree.
I think she's like Mary Sue.
Because I mean she has
what the fuck? And
she has moments where she's seriously just like, hey, I'm not fighting anymore. Like screw this.
Yes, so, you must be fucking fighting. Come on, Terra. You must sacrifice blood for the blood god. I deemed it so. I mean, Celeste is doing more than you are. Ow.
Well, yeah, I remember pre-Dissidia days, like people would actually have like debates over who the main character of Final Fantasy VI really was. Because after the second half, like Terra is really not as important. You can actually beat the game without Terra.
You can actually.
Yeah, you're not actually required to get her back to beat the game, so, there are people that claim that, Celes was actually the main character just because the second one. If I could make a mention...
Party? Celeste, Setzer, and who else? I think one was like Edgar or Sabin?
I think it's Sabin, yeah. I do think you have to get Sabin. I'm not sure. But, gosh,
things are backing up like, come on, stay and fight! So
I do want to make mention to the cliff, Celes' suicide attempt in Final Fantasy VI, which is the clumsiest censored thing I've ever seen in anything ever.
I know what you're talking about.
Like, it's hilarious how bad.
Go through this and you'll feel better.
How lazy of a censoring that was.
Like, oh hey, look, life up.
But besides the fact that is a really, really touching scene, and given how optional it is, and it's like, it's it's so like it really is a powerful scene, and just like that is the laziest in any video game I've ever seen.
Killing yourself, but you fail at life. Congratulations, Les. You're not wanting to kill yourself just yet. Also, I expect to see these like Millian Castle, apparently Peach. Tell me that isn't Peach up there. The fucking
yeah. Especially in a it's a little out of place. I do think my favorite Final Fantasy 6 character is probably Edgar because Edgar's a bro.
Edgar is a bro.
But I do like Terra. Edgar is such a bro.
He's kind of fucking creepy. You must admit, he's kind of fucking creepy sometimes.
At times, yes. I think hitting on Realm was a little bit.
That was
a little bit out there.
Fucking pushing it. Hitting on Realm, dude. What the fuck are you on? You're VIII, yeah.
Shout out Fun Time about this. Anyways, to move on, Final Fantasy VII, which was actually my first Final Fantasy, much like other people in our generation. And to start off with, it's good. It's not the greatest game ever made.
I agree. I like 7.
But it is fun.
I don't hate 7. I don't love 7.
And
I like
it
7.
is. Yeah, that's my thoughts exactly. I like 7. It's not my favorite. It's not the greatest game ever made, but it is fun. And it's actually because there's a thread for 5A7 going on in Summon Alpha right now that I've been reading, and it's actually like kind of funny how much they screwed the characters up later on. Because I mean, like one of the the biggest complaints about people that don't like Final Fantasy 7 is like, hey, like Cloud's emo and stuff like that. Actually, no, Cloud's not emo in Final Fantasy 7. There are plenty of moments where he actually cracks jokes with the other characters and stuff like that, and like he's actually a character in Final Fantasy 7.
I blame the time.
And then somehow
the live stream incident. After that, all bets were off. All bets were fucking off.
It wasn't until actually later.
Cloud.
It wasn't until later in the extended universe they actually messed up Cloud's character, and also they swapped Aeris and Tifa's personalities. At some point, they actually got swapped. Like in actual Final Fantasy 7, Tifa is actually like the sweet, kind of motherly character, that worries about everybody, and then Aeris is like the kind of like the headstrong, forwardy one.
So not something you expect from the staff chick. Anyway, we got more than enough points to get our 5.
Yeah. But it's a cool game. I like it. I like Red 13 a lot. I wish that he was more important.
I don't really like Red 13. Oh hey, look, Dark Prison. I hope Shu's not around.
Oh, I wish Shu was here.
There, Adam.
But before we finish this area, Final Fantasy VIII. It's also okay. I'm not the biggest fan of the junction system.
I used to like Final Fantasy VIII, but after watching Spoonie's review, I'm kind of spoiled on it now. And
oh really?
I don't like it as much anymore.
He did tear it up.
And to this, I can barely stand any of the characters. I mean, the only character I could probably like now is Selphie, and that's pretty much only for her use as a party member. Because she's batshit insane otherwise.
You don't like Quistis?
No.
You don't?
I do not like Quistis. No, I straight up don't like Quistis. I don't know. I just don't like her.
She's awesome. She was probably my favorite character when I was a kid. Anyway, I think
Quistis. I just don't fucking like her.
It's the whip. I'll be honest, it's the whip. That's why I like her. But I think my favorite character is probably Zell. I do like Zell. Zell's a bro.
Zell is not a bro. Fuck off.
Zell is such a bro.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he is.
Remote.
He died. I like Cypher as a villain. Well, he's not really a villain. I like Cypher as the character that he is.
I just Zell, and that's what I get. You're happy with that.
It's because you did Zell it happened. But like, there's something I don't know. Like I pity Cypher honestly. And they're like the moments when like he's just trucking it and he's like half dead, and he's still trucking along, and it's like I honestly I feel bad for him. Like I think there's pity to be found, sympathy to be found in Cypher's character, and yeah.
I just think he's an asshole.
I like Cypher. He is, but he's a pitiable asshole.
Nah, I just think he's an
that
asshole.
Barrel is,
I just think he's an asshole.
that barrel is really not dying for you.
He's an asshole. Fuck right off.
But then he got owned by Gilgamesh.
He's not as useful.
Well, then don't get Gilgamesh. Well, yeah, don't get Odin after that part. That's a little bit easier said than done. Anyways, Final Fantasy IX, your favorite.
Yes, Final Fantasy IX is amazing.
Zidane is a bro.
He is a man. He is such a man.
He's cool. I like Vivi. Vivi's adorable.
Vivi is also amazing.
Like, there's
for a 9-year-old, he is so.
There are
he's
several
such a man.
points. There are several points in Final Fantasy IX where I actually want to like hug him and just like tell him that everything is gonna be okay.
No, you're gonna tell
Just
him everything's gonna
it's,
be okay.
Yeah, I will. I do. I would say okay, not okay. You're correct. Because I mean, he's
oh shit!
cuddly.
Oh, I forgot something about this game. If you get a power up that like a remote bomb, but you get a bomb up, you lose the power up. I don't know why that is.
Yeah, that's kind of lame. And I liked gosh, Steiner. I don't know why his name wasn't coming to me. I like Steiner too.
Steiner is humorous, and then he gets badass later on.
Yeah. And apparently I'm one of the few people that didn't mind Dagger as a name. Like, it didn't bug me.
I actually didn't mind it as much as other people.
Yeah.
Even the one playthrough I did change it back to Garnet, just to fuck with my mind.
I mean, I like Garnet better. I like Garnet better, don't get me wrong, but I don't mind Dagger. Anyways, we're getting close to the end of the air. We gotta wrap this up. So Final Fantasy X, my personal favorite. And I see, like, I get why people hate on it, I do, but it's, like, to me, it's always going to be my favorite, because I like the love story. I thought it was really sweet, and I actually did cry at the end.
I cannot get behind that, like, at all. Sorry, Matt, I just can't.
I liked it. I like the characters. Auron's badass.
Auron is a man.
Lulu's awesome. Lulu's awesome, Riku's awesome. Yeah, I did like it. Seymour is, in my opinion, the best RPG villain of all time.
He's the worst! What are you talking about?
No, because never before have I played a game where the very first instant that I saw the villain, I already wanted to punch him in the face.
Okay, fair point.
Like literally the entire game, I am waiting to kill this guy, because I'm ready for it. I just
Hey Matt, Nitros.
What? I see Nitros. Nitros is awesome.
That's Pibot talking.
Is it Princess Millian? Are you all right?
Ew.
Oh, that's a robot. Okay, I thought Nitros.
Thank goodness you're here. Oh God, why do we save you?
You mean C-3PO?
Nitros is looking for the disc I stole. Really? You stole the disc? Oh.
Can't imagine her doing that.
Hey there, Nitros.
Oh look, there's Nitros. Bomberman, you're a persistent little creature. Hooah! I'm not letting this girl go. Never.
Casual walk.
It's raping time. Walk, walk. We'll fight again in Adok.
Alright, time to put you in your place, you freaking minion of Frieza.
It's the scouter.
It's the scout.
Oh look, she looks strangely happy that we're about to fight.
So, round 2 gets Nitros.
Now you fight Nitros again.
Not much
recurring boss fights.
different, though. There's a new element on the battlefield. These, orange discs that he stands on will launch a disc to you. Other than that, pretty much the same fight as before.
Yeah, he just gets that one to attack.
Now he lanes out red bombs, which are especially like the ultra bombs from Bomberman 64.
Yeah, pretty much the same. I think, is Sprite actually the same? Not Sprite, but the model.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Does he eventually get a fire attack? I seem to remember a fire attack.
He does.
Nitros. Okay. He gets like a not a ground pound, but a pushy spike shootout. Okay. We'll see. I'll stop talking now.
He's done.
Anyways, so I haven't played Final Fantasy 11.
No.
So I can't or 14. I can't talk about it. Final Fantasy 12 sucks. I hate it. I hate it. It is so bad.
Hey, not C3PO. How are you doing? Are you okay, Pibot? Hey, you alright, bro?
And Final Fantasy 13 is cool, bro. We're done now. The princess is in the clock tower.
Your princess is another castle. What?
She's in another tower. She's not in a castle, okay?
Well.
Oh no! How did that even happen?
The fuck are you?
How did you even get? Oh, there we go.
The fuck are you?